What it do? Yo, man, listen. Today, I want to talk about how you should decide what characters to build in Tacticus. Now, previously, I made a video covering a very similar topic. However, that video was more focused on what characters are good for both campaigns and guild raids. And the goal of that video was to get you guild raid ready while beating all the campaigns. This video, on the other hand, is going to talk about how you should decide what characters to get. I'm not going to give you concrete answers. I'm just going to be directing you in the correct direction. So first things first, Tacticus is a game as we all know it, right? We play it for different reasons. Some play it for fun, some play it for competitiveness, but at the end of the game, it's a recreational activity. So you should build whatever character you think looks cool or is cool on the tabletop, or whatever character is interesting to you in regards to their active ability, passive ability, whatnot. Don't let the meta take away from what makes you happy, because at the end of the day, if you're miserable leveling up a character you don't care for, then what's the point of playing the game, right? Now, personally, for me, it's the Neurotrope. I love the Neurotrope ever since 8th edition. It was cool then. He was great in 9th edition. He's okay in 10th edition. He is a cool looking model. It's not even the model right now. I'm using a Zoanthrope as the thing. Oh my god. I've been told, Draupnir, he's been exposed as the biggest fraud. Everyone says he's a Neurotrope, but I've been told he's just a Zoanthrope. Everyone says so. I mean, it's I haven't done that in a little while, eh? So, anyways, you should build whatever you think looks cool, right? But if you want, if that's not the path you want to follow, I have more for you. Now, campaigns are very important in Tacticus. They're essentially how you level up all of your characters. Even if you don't want to level up certain characters or factions, even if you don't care for them, it's important to level up at least one character to be able to beat the campaigns. So completing campaigns is very important. When a new player comes and asks me, hey Draupnir, what characters should I focus when it comes to leveling it up and whatnot? My first instinct is to say, hey, build Bellator. Bellator is good for the Indomitus campaign. He's good for Indomitus Elite campaign. He's good for guild raids. He's good for legendary release events, whatnot. He's good for arena. Same thing with Abrax. Same things with Aleph Null even. Eldrion is the best character in the game, and he's a campaign requirement. So completing the campaigns is important. And every campaign, with the exception of Orcs, because Orcs is just a weird situation, they're getting reworked, so maybe this video will become obsolete in the future. But you should at least level up one character. So for Indomitus campaign, I think it's Bellator. For Indomitus Mirror, I think it's Aleph Null. Fall of Cadia, I don't really care for it. None of those characters are guild raid viable. Fall of Cadia Mirror, Thaddeus Noble is somewhat viable, especially with Morgan Raw and whatnot. Abrax is good, both for the campaign, arena, legendary release events, guild raids with Nero teams. These are all characters you should be focusing on. If you say, hey, Draupnir, I want to level up another campaign, I want to focus on something that's not here, and more power to you. My one asterisk to that is if your only goal is to beat the campaign, maybe don't invest too much in the Black Templars campaign, because they don't need to be very high level for you to be able to beat it fully. Now, post-campaign, say you've completed all the campaigns and they're all done. You've 100%ed everything, even the elite campaigns. Now, what should you focus then? Now, it's important to figure out characters that do a lot of things. An example I really like to give is Aleph Null. Aleph Null is a very versatile character. He's good for legendary release events, which will help you unlock cool characters, right? He is a mechanical unit. He heals. He does good damage. He's a very versatile character in those events. He's useful in guild raids, both in Neurotrope or Neurotrope teams or against Mortarion, and even in what are called Exoro mechanical teams. So he's good for that mode as well. Investing further into the character, right, to beat the elite campaign, elite Necron campaign, I mean, is very important, because that's the campaign that gives you a lot of important materials, as well as allows you to farm Calgar, which is one of the best characters in the game. So Getting characters like that, which are good in a wide variety of modes, is very important. Now, it's also important to build characters that complement each other. For example, I talked about Abrak. Now, Abrak is a really good character. However, by himself, he's not that amazing in guild raids. He's still very useful. However, if you play him alongside the Neurotrope, now you have the core of a Neurotrope team, which will let you do lots of damage in guild raids. Now, remove the Neurotrope, he does considerably less. He's still useful in legendary release events. He's good in some heroic character quests. I apologize for the mistake there. He's good in other modes. He's good in arena with Yaskor and whatnot. Synergies are very important. So if you're building Bellator, might as well build Eldurion, because against the Turvigon guild raid boss or other guild raid bosses, it's a very good combination. Eldurion makes it so enemies take more damage per hit. Bellator has 6 hits, and whenever he summons something, his summons also have 6 hits, so they proc Eldurion passive a lot of times. It's important to find these internal combos between characters. Some of them are more apparent than others. For example, Eldurion, Bellator, and Avrax Neurotrope. However, some are different. An example I really enjoy is Yaskor, because Yaskor is a part of the Neurotrope team, but people use him differently. Some use him to relocate Abrax to get more Neurotrope stacks. But what you can do is you can use the active ability on Neurotrope, which makes it so Neurotrope gets an additional hit, which does like additional 60,000 damage, which is really good at max rank. Now, it's also important, above all this, it's important to know what you want from the game. Now, I often make the, I don't know how to say this in a nice way. I kind of, go about it, say, oh my god, guild raids are the only thing that matters and whatnot. I mean, that's not true. To me, guild raids are what matter most. I don't care about the other modes, but you might not feel like me. You might say, hey, Draupnir, I understand that you like guild raids. I disagree with you. Personally, I like player versus player. I like tournament arena. Okay, that's pretty cool. Or you like guild raids or guild wars. So at that point, you might want to build characters that appeal to those modes. For example, tournament arena, you might want to invest in Calandus, you might want to invest in Celestine, you might want to invest in Showsail, the Firesight marksman for the Tau. I always pronounce his name incorrectly, unfortunately. Or Revas and whatnot, right? These are characters you will be focusing in guild raids, or you wouldn't be focusing in guild raids normally, but you would focus them if you're a PvP player. Or in guild wars, Necrons are really good because of their living metal ability, or a very heavy Death Guard, like Death Ball team where you run the Malleus, you run Rotbone, you run maybe Angrax, maybe Volk, right? Those are characters you wouldn't usually see in guild raids or you wouldn't see in arena or tournament arena, but they're good in guild wars. So it's important what you expect, what you want from the game. What do you expect the game to be? Because, if you come to the game and ask me, it's like, hey, what characters should I focus? And because I'm guild raid focused, I tell you, okay, you know what? Build an Egg Store Row team, right? That's the best team in the game right now. Build that, you'll do lots of damage in guild raids. But if you don't like guild raids, if you don't enjoy it, then Egg Store Row is not the right build for you. So, if you like Arena, you'll be kicking yourself. You'll be saying, oh my god, why did I listen to Draupnir? I should have built Calandus, I should have built Celestine and whatnot, right? So you are the main focus. And before you listen to people like me, people on the Discord or whatever, it's important to understand what you want from the game and then go on from that point onwards. The Bloody Rose Discord server. It's an awesome place filled with awesome people wanting more awesome people such as yourself to join it. It's a cluster of the main Bloody Rose guild, the Bloody Rose Celestians, Bloody Rose Freelancers, top 3 guild, top 10 guild, top 8 guild. Pretty awesome place filled with great people. However, do not be scared by the fact that there's so many high-level guilds in there. It's a place that is welcoming to new and old players alike. If you're more casual, if you're more veteran, more active and whatnot, you feel free to join up. find my channel. It's called Draupnir Gang. It's a place where you can reach me. You can send me video ideas, ask questions you want. It's a nice place, a welcoming place. There's also tools you can use to talk about to higher level players, ask them for strategies and whatnot regarding guild raids, team comps. You can use the tools available to you to ask people how you should progress your roster, what characters to focus, anyways, you get the message. It's a great place filled with great people, and you should join. There's a link in the description. It doesn't fade, I don't think. I've been working on that for a little bit. Whenever you join, type Draupnir Gang with an exclamation point. It just puts a smile on my face. It's a great place. Thank you very much for watching my video. I genuinely appreciate it. Special thanks to Diesel Fox, Papa John, Little Llama, and Sarp for entering my refer friend code. It genuinely means a lot to me that you do this. However, if you don't do it, that doesn't make me appreciate you any less. You giving me the time of day, it means a lot to me. I really appreciate you watching my videos, giving me the time of day, commenting, reaching me out on Discord. It means a lot to me. I am eternally grateful to each and every single one of you who watch my videos. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. Have a great day, and stay safe.